Back to another Smart Money Sundays. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So as always, let's get started with the DXY. So if you recall from last week's video, I was basically illustrated this power of 3 pattern where we were looking for expansion to occur, which actually has now taken place. 106 has now finally, after months awaited for this target, has finally been taken out. Okay, so our high time frame target has now been cleared, which is this zone, okay, which has now been taken care of. Okay, so if you guys recall, I had this target ever since we were down at the $100 region. Okay, now 106 has been swept. Now I'm still looking for bullish price action in terms of swings, because my objective, right, which is around around the 1010 level, right, which is the next level I want to come and see get tapped on the dollar, which I believe it will, but not yet. Okay, that's more of a swing level that I'm keeping an eye on. But currently, let's just go over what we expected last week. So last week we expected expansion. Expansion took place and cleared our high time frame liquidity. Now what I'm looking for this week is very simple. Okay, so now we've broken internal structure to the downside. I'm looking for price to come back above, okay, this level, retest this level, and start breaking down, because basically we've seen continuous bullish pushes from in terms of trend, right? Trend is clearly bullish, but after, like I said before, after we've cleared a high time frame level, you often see retracements take place on a lower time frame. So now what I'm anticipating on the dollar is a lower time frame retracement, which is basically what I'm anticipating coming into this new week. Now you have to remember, we're at a new month and we're also at a new trading quarter. So Q3 has ended. Now we're in the final quarter of the year, which is Q4, which is October, November, and December. Okay, the last 3 months of the year 2023. Okay, so it's very important to understand, once you do have a new start of a quarter, you'll see a short reversal in trend as well. So that's just another added confluence of why I'm anticipating some smaller pullbacks in price coming into this new week. Okay, so hence I'm bearish, short-term bearish on the dollar, that which would basically mean I'm bullish on EU. So if you recall from last week's video, right, had entries around this level. If you recall, price, if you haven't watched that video, I recommend you go back and watch it, because you'll see these setups actually play out. Again, all setups are shared with premium analysis members and mentorship students with much more depth. But basically, took these shorts at this level and price expanded to the downside about 150 pips. Took profit once my first objective was met at 1.05, as I illustrated in last week's video. So that swing objective is met, right? A nice 1-2, almost 1 to 4R. What I'm currently seeing is a potential, if you see here, we have a potential head and shoulders pattern here. Okay, now I don't really trade head and shoulders patterns, but it's just another confluence I'm looking at, because high time frame liquidity is taken care of. So when you see high time frame liquidity is taken care of, you see retracements in the other direction, right? A pullback before you see a continuation in trend. So high time frame liquidity is taken. So what I'm looking for coming into the new trading week and quarter is a potential sort of range coming to Monday, and then a low swiped, then a reclaim of that range. That's where I'll be looking to long. Okay, I'll be clearly just looking to simply long the range that Monday creates. Okay, that's why my eyes will be glued to the charts on Monday, because I want to see what sort of price action we see. But ideally, this is my game plan. I want to see some sort of range occur on the lower time frames. All right, liquidation of lows to manipulate buyers and sellers, and then a reclaim of that level. That would actually get me long. All right, that'll get me bullish short term. First target 1.06, and then second target would come into 1.07, which would be this level. Okay, I can't explain that exactly why, because that's mainly for students, but that's basically my game plan for EU. All right, let's just keep moving now. So that's EU done. Let's move over to BTC now. If you recall, BTC from last week's video, again, I was bearish. Why? I was looking for price to come out and take this high. It did, and then we saw a bearish reaction, right, which got me entered in sells here. Again, all these positions were shared with members, okay, and students. So short was ended here, and then I took another scale in at this level, took major partials out at these lows, mainly because we took out some liquidity on the left. Okay, and then I got out the remainder of my position once structure started shifting above. So collectively took a 4R position on those shorts. But currently what I'm looking at now, right, because we've basically seen bullish extension coming to the end of the quarter. So what I'm looking at coming into this new week is basically I want to see a flip of this high. Okay, if price comes above this high, which it very likely will, take out this high and starts trading above this level, okay, something like this, create some sort of range, I will look to long this fucker back above into 28k. Okay, now I'm still high time frame bearish on Bitcoin, but I think we're going to see some manipulation occur where I'm going to be looking for something like this. Okay, I want to see if price starts trading above 27.5k, I will look for longs into 28, 29k, and then start looking for bearish price action at the 29k level before looking to come back down in price. Okay, so that's sort of my game plan for Bitcoin. Okay, now let's move over to Solana. So if you recall from last week, we were short. Okay, price ended up coming down to the maxed out about 1 to 3R. Okay, I ended up taking some partials at this level. Price pushed down, right? Reclaim that zone and then just end up expanding to the upside. Okay, mainly because of Bitcoin's move, alts really started to rally. But currently, what I'm looking at for Solana is price potentially start distributing at this prominent level, because this is a prominent level on the high time frame. So I'll be looking for a bearish price action at this zone, but I want to see price start distributing at this level, and then I'll start looking for confirmations once I see structure shift for price to come back into the $20 level. But this is what I'm basically looking for when it comes to Solana. Now let's move over to XRP. So XRP is another position I like. We have clean liquidity here that I'm expecting to come and get hunted. So I'll be looking for these highs to get obliterated, come back into this level, and then start looking for potential bearish price action. Okay, if we see something like this occur, I will look to short from 56 cents to all the way to my target of 40 cents basically. Okay, so that's basically my game plan for crypto coming into the new week and month basically. Now let's move over to gold finally. So again, if you recall, let me move this here quickly. If you recall from last week's video, where is gold? Right. Okay, so if you recall from last week's video, I was let's move this back. I was looking at shorts, right? But I wanted price to come and fill in this gap here. I wanted price to come and fill in this gap here, which it did not fill. So, but price just ended up expanding to the downside, which was unfortunate. So I didn't get into gold sales, but I wasn't too fussed because I did catch the EU sell. So price ended up expanding to the downside and coming and clearing my main liquidity targets at the lows as I anticipated. Cleared those lows, fucked off all those buyers from the previous level, and then we can clearly see sellers are now in charge. Now when it comes to high time frame, if I go on the daily, okay, my main objective is now met, which is this level here. So I'm not currently looking for any position, but what I want to see from this level is I want to see sellers start taking profit and then buyers start stepping in. I want to see some sort of range occur, and from here I'd start looking for structure breaks and bullish price action for me to start then becoming bullish again. Okay, for then price to potentially retest the $19.20 region, $1900.20 region before potentially carrying on with trend a little lower. But this is where I'll be looking for potential short-term longs for, at least until price to offer some sort of pullback to then short it further down. But currently I'm not looking for any positions right now. I just want to see some sort of range occur and buyers start to basically step in at the depths of this this order block. So that's just a quick little breakdown of what I'm anticipating coming into this new trading month and new trading quarter. I wish you all a very profitable week, and again, if you found this any value in this video, please do like and subscribe. And if you're interested in any of our services, links will be in the description down below. Bye bye.